Hey guys, and welcome to another First Impressions video, the video game series in which we look at a brand new game or soon to be released game and I give you my first thoughts and impressions on it. Today we're looking at Motorcycle Mechanic Simulator 2021, which is by Play to Chill Games and is published by Playway. This game is incredible, it looks fantastic, but as always we'll go through the options and then we'll go into the actual gameplay and I will give you my first thoughts and impressions. If you didn't see, I previously did a video on Car Mechanic Simulator 2021, which I thoroughly enjoyed and put a lot of time into. So a lot of the comparisons made today will be between this and that game. So without further ado, let's jump into the options and show you what's up for grabs. The options menu is very, very robust and I love the UI of this game. The UI of this game is very easy to understand, it's very clear and it makes life easy. I'm a big fan. I adore this menu and I adore the UI of the entire game, if I'm honest. Video options, there are plenty. You can go all the way up to 4K. With the resolution, you can choose whether you want full screen, windowed full screen. I wish more games need to do this. VSync on or off, your overall graphics quality. The only thing I would say is that motion blur is included in that, which is the only reason why it's custom and not on maximum. The game runs very, very smooth. It's very, very nice. The only thing I would say is there are a little bit of mouse acceleration, which means that sometimes selecting things can be a bit of a pain, but if you've got a gaming mouse you can easily change the DPI on that with no issues. Then you've got all of these options here. It's nice that you have to actually scroll down. One thing that would be nice is if you weren't able to scroll past maximum. It's something that I mention in a lot of my videos that really it kind of grates my gears when you think you're at the maximum setting and then you go and it changes it to the low setting. It's a bit annoying. Just have it either with a bar underneath to show you what option you're on, or just have it to not cycle through back to low would be a big help. Then you've got your audio settings. The soundtrack in this game is really, really good. I've not really had many simulation games that I've played that don't have a good soundtrack, but this one really struck me. I was chilling and waiting in the loading screen and just enjoying the music. But again, you've got all of the volumes there, which is nice. The engine sounds in this game are not ideal. They're not great, but then they weren't great in Car Mechanic Simulator either. Gameplay options. You've got your metric system that you want to use. You've got the outline width, auto assembly switch, you've got all your camera views and your interface as well. It's nice that they include an FPS counter just so you can keep an eye on how graphically intensive it's being and you can adjust your settings accordingly. Controls are the last option. Again, everything is rebindable. It does have controller support. You're not really going to use your controller when you're in the mechanic zone, but again, I know that these games have come out on console before, so it's nice to see that it's got the console support there and it is fully rebindable. Really, really nice. More games need that with controller. Generally, the only time that I will be using the controller, if at all, is if I decide to test drive any of the bikes that I do. But there you have it. There are the options, and it's a very, very robust option menu that is very easy to navigate and has everything and more that you could ever possibly imagine. And can we just really quickly, before we get into the game, just comment on the background image? The loading times in this game are pretty bad, so you will see a lot of this background image, but honestly, that coupled with the music, I don't mind. It is a stunning, high quality picture that is incredible. It would be nice if the loading times weren't as long, but the fact that there are a number of images that you can see in the background here, it's done really, really well. Let's jump into the game and see if it plays as well as you can optimize it. Alright, we're in the game. This is your little mechanics workshop. You can obviously, as you go through, you can go to the interior shop and you can buy more and more things as you go along. It is locked behind levels, and then you've obviously got to pay for the upgrades themselves. It'd be nice if it was just done on money like it was in Car Mechanic Simulator, as opposed to being locked behind level and money. It can slow the progression down a little bit, but it gives you a lot to work for, and there is a lot that you can buy here. The other thing I want to mention is the fact that you've got decor as well, which you didn't really have in CMS. CMS, you would have an overall thing that you could change the look of your garage, but you couldn't really add that much personalization to it. The other thing I want to mention is just how stunning this game looks. When you've got a bike on here, the different ranges of bikes, it looks incredible. It really looks good. The graphical fidelity is pretty high, especially again when you compare it to Car Mechanic Simulator. Like, Car Mechanic Simulator was good, but the bikes just look better in this. They really do look phenomenal. I will open up and get a job going so I can show you just how good the bikes look in this. It starts you off with a tire changer, and the tutorial is very good as well. It's very clear on what you have to do. It makes it very easy to navigate everything, and it will set you up because it makes you buy a tire balancer so you know how the shop works and how the placement system works. Very good on them. Again, the UI on this is fantastic. You've got your tablet here. It actually looks like a tablet, which is really nice. On CMS, you had a tablet option, but it just opened up full screen for the shop, whereas this actually looks like a tablet, and you've got your Wi-Fi and everything there. It's little details like that that I really appreciate in these sorts of games. You've got your mail, which is where you get all your quests from. Again, looks stunning. It feels like they really have gone above and beyond to make this look incredible. You've got your different quests here that you can accept. We're gonna take the first one just because why not? Again, this loading screen, you're going to be seeing a lot of it. It would be nice if the loading times were reduced somewhat, but honestly, it's a non-issue. And then here we have the bike. This is a customer's bike that you're going to work on, and obviously if it's anything like Car Mechanic Simulator later on down in the game, you're going to be able to go to a junkyard, find your own bikes, work on them and stuff. Also, when you do the tutorial, you do get the option to skip the tutorial, but if you do the tutorial, it does give you a bit of extra cash to start with as well. It is worth bearing that in mind. So, the dismantling system works pretty much the same as any other mechanic game. If this is your first time, generally you will click on a part and it will start in dismantle mode, and you can basically take anything to bits and then put it back on again. However, if, as you can see here, there is a red outline, you spin the thing around, you've got to take this off first, you've got to take the dipstick off first before you can take this off, and it will highlight anything in red that you cannot, that you've got to take off first before you can take the item that you're trying to get to off, which is really nice. Another thing that is different from CMS is that it's got you what you need to do in the top left hand corner on the screen all the time, which is really, really nice and handy because it allows you to keep track of what you're having to do. On CMS, you've got to open up the tablet every time and check it, and the only way you can do that is by actually being at the car. So the fact that this shows it on the screen all the time is a really, really nice feature. It runs very smooth. It looks incredible. I am in love. I am so in love that I will be playing this on stream tomorrow. So if you want to catch that at twitch.tv/Azrael112, please feel free. I would love to see you in stream, and you can give me your thoughts and opinions on this game as well. Other things you can do, you can go to the shop, and again, the UI looks incredible. It makes it very clear and easy, the classification of bikes that you've got. Go in here, buy all your pieces. It does have a search feature, so you can search for what you want, and again, there will be for the specific bike in question. You can come out of that, and then you can go to your progress. This is where you level up. You have your active skills, which you level up with skill points once you level up, and you level up by completing jobs and quests and stuff. And then your passive skills, which you will again earn as you go through, and these will make it so that you just get passively better. The things I would say that you're going to need to do are anything that gives you more money and anything that makes your screw unscrewing faster. It's amazing how quick and how much of an improvement you can get from doing this. But that really is all there is to it. You've got your motorcycle management, which is your oils. Again, your interior shop map, which is where you go to do, you know, your test drives and stuff. And then your bank if you need a loan. I'm assuming that's what that's for. Yeah, so you can get a loan as well, which is something that you can't do in CMS. And I almost lost a stave because of that. Because I couldn't get a loan and get myself out of some trouble that I'd, not through entirely fault of my own, got into. But this is Motorcycle Mechanic Simulator 2021, guys. I am genuinely really impressed. It looks incredible. It runs very smooth. Loading times are a bit of a problem. The bikes look stunning. The UI is fantastic. This game comes out on the 17th of November, I do believe. Add it to your Steam wishlist. Comment in the comments down below. And like I say, catch me on Twitch tomorrow morning at 9 AM BST. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I shall see you all next time. Ciao, ciao.